Welcome to episode 2 in my Climbing to 1700 series on Chess.com Rapid, where I will be explaining my thought process as a 1600 rated player. So without further ado, let's hop into a 10-5 Rapid game. We will see who we will get. Alright, we get a 1507 rated player from Brazil, so we have a pretty sizable rating advantage. I will just play the move pawn to e4, my favorite opening move. He goes for the French defense. I'll just play d4. All right. I like taking here. I just like to keep things simple. And then I'll just develop in whatever order I'd like. Get the knights out, get the bishops out. All pretty standard stuff. The French, the exchange French is just pretty basic. You don't really have to look into much here. Probably see bishop pin, most likely. Yeah, bishop to d6. That's a pretty common move. I'll just go bishop d3, kind of just mirroring its moves. You get a lot of mirrored positions in the French. I was kind of hoping for something a little more interesting, but this is fine. I'll go for bishop to g5, pinning this knight. I always like to do that. Okay, he throws in a check. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, actually. I'm going to have to drop one of my pieces back. Yeah, that wasn't really smart on my end. I'll just drop this bishop back to e3. Kind of a waste of a move, but I'm still doing fine. Alright, he develops his bishop out. Honestly, I might go like queen to d2 and let him take, and then I can castle queenside and use this open file. I can put a rook on this open file and start to attack his king. That would spice the game up a little bit. I don't know if it's a great option, but, I'm going to go for it. Yeah, let's do it. I don't see why not. It will make the game a little more interesting. It will kind of escape some of the stale French lines that we get a lot. Yeah, castle queenside. All right. Now this is just going to be a big battle between who is quicker at attacking, because he's probably going to go for a queenside push. I'm going to go for a kingside push, but I do feel like that my pieces are much more active than his. Like my bishops are pretty dang good. This knight can always move in like this way and stuff. So I feel like my pieces are more active. Okay, he pins. If he trades, that's cool. I'll always take a bishop for knight trade. Let's see. I don't see any, sacrifice, no bishop here. The knight covers, and even if the knight wasn't there, that still wouldn't be great. So, instead, I think I might just push this pawn up to h3, tempting him to take. I do like that. Yeah, let's go for that. I know we are taking the isolated doubled pawns. I know that's not, it's probably not the best decision, but I like it because, like I said earlier, it just is a way to spice things up in a pretty stale opening. Okay, that's a tricky move. Because now he's threatening to take, and once we take back, he can win this pawn. So that's pretty tricky. I'm wondering if we can just play pawn up to a3. And then he takes, and then we double up our pawns, and the queens are off the board. Okay, I don't love the position that I put myself in. If we go king to b1, he can just take, and then, these doubled pawns actually are not that bad, because I can use them for a pawn break. But I didn't envision that move, so maybe we just ignore it and go rook to g1. Is that a bad move? Let's see, he takes. We take back. He takes. No, we would probably take. Yeah, we would take here, and then he takes back. And if we can sack the rook, no, that's a pretty wild line. There's absolutely nothing there. So, all right, I'm gonna have to make a move. I think I'll just push this pawn. Wait, can he sack the bishop? Check. That is not a healthy position, but I think I'm doing fine there. Yeah, what do I think about that? Should we just I gotta make a move, but I just wanna if we slide the king over, he takes, we take. Or, if we slide the king over, he takes, we take with the pawn. No, we'd probably just take with the queen. And then I have these doubled pawns. Okay, let me make sure. If he goes through this, we slide over here. And then I think this works. I mean, maybe he can sacrifice, but I mean, he has no other pieces in the area right now. You know. So, I mean, I don't love this position, but we do have a bonus because we do have the active bishop pair. So I'm going to try as hard as I can not to trade off these bishops, because that could greatly help our doubled pawn situation. Yeah, I'd like to align the rook here or move this rook, but yeah, we kind of have to take with the queen. And I mean, yeah, I don't love this, but you know, it could be worse. We have the bishop here. Like I said, I like that a lot. He's probably going to try and come here. That's not too great for me, I mean. Okay. Should we get the rook in this way? If he goes here, we could push and try and get rid of our doubled pawns. What do I think about that? Push. If he goes like here, we can push. And now he'll go here. We could take. And then we double up his pawns. Okay, I kind of like that. And if he takes back, we can take with this bishop. And now one of our doubled pawns is off the board. I don't think getting the king in is that great. I don't know why I would at this point. I could always go here and try and like target this, but that's kind of dumb because he can just get the knight in. So, you know, we'll see how this plays out, but I'm going to go pawn to c4. You know, just try and trade off my doubled pawns. And also, I should get a rook maybe to g1 to take control of this file. Only problem is I don't think I quite have the offensive firepower to get to his king yet. Sure, I mean, I could try and go here and get my bishop in because of the pin. But I don't think that'll end up working because he can always push. And it's not like the rook is on f8 anymore. Because traditionally, if you set this up, and if the rook is on f8, the pawn has to be pushed, and then you can take the rook. But in that case, that wouldn't work because the rook is on e8. So, yeah, I kind of lack the traditional offensive firepower that I'd sometimes have in a position like this. But no, I think we're doing fine right now. Okay, so we have an option. We could take and, you know, get rid of our doubled pawns, but then that invites him to take back with the knight, and now our bishop is hit. And, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this, but we do have to be willing that we are kind of inviting a really good knight onto the board. So, he'd probably take with this knight, actually. We have to do something because he's threatening to win this pawn. If we push, where would the knight go? The knight comes back. And then I get my rook in. If he pushes, we can take. And then the rook, no, I don't know why I would do that. Alright, I'll just trade and get rid of my weakness. One of my weaknesses. Like I said, I'm going to try and preserve the bishop pair as well as I can. I don't know how long I'll be able to do that, but I'm going to try and, try and keep it. Alright, so I think bishop d2 is the best move here, eyeing these squares well. Yeah, that's the only good move I see. I'm not going to go here, of course. And then I don't know why I would go here. He can just push. Or, I mean, even if he didn't, my bishop's just still not good here. It's kind of a weird move. I mean, doesn't that kind of... We can start to push this pawn, maybe. And then try and break open this, open up the bishop, and get a rook in. That might be the plan. Could go bishop here, kind of shutting the game down a little bit, shutting down the rook. Still don't know if I love that, because, I mean, it's not like I'm going to trade yet. Alright, I'm going to get my rook to g1. Should I go this rook or this rook? I think I'm going to go this rook. The bishops are doing an excellent job of preventing this rook from coming down in here. Again, bishop to e4 is always a good option, too. Just kind of shutting this down. But I'm going to keep my bishop here as, at the moment. You know, I'm just going to push. Just try and break open this. Because this pawn is currently pinned. Okay, I'm not too sure what that's really accomplishing. I mean, it's not like his rook can ever come in yet. So, I'll just push again, you know. Just why not? Why not play aggressive? I mean, you want to make sure when you're playing aggressive, you want to make sure you're playing smart, of course. But I think here my king is not in any immediate danger, so I think I'm fine playing like this at the moment. So, okay, he's trying to get here. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. We could try and go here. I have noticed a lot of his pieces are on light squares, so that can make this bishop very good. I feel like, yeah, that really could. Okay. If we go bishop to e4, check, take... Oh, wait, he's not... This isn't even a check, my bad. Okay, that helps, big time. Yeah. That helps. Should I trade? Yeah, I'll trade. Why not? Well, that may have been a bit reckless, actually. Maybe I should have been more patient, but now his king is a little more opened up. So that's kind of nice. Okay, what do we want to do? Can we sack? Take... Nah, man. Could we try and double up the rooks? That would take a long time. I mean, after knight here, I mean, he can defend it so easily, so I don't know why I would do that. I'm going to try and push this pawn. I don't see a way I can prevent this. Maybe... Yeah, there's no way I can prevent that. What if I push this pawn up? That looks kind of good. That shuts down this move. No, he can still come. Yeah, why would I do that? We go here. Yeah. That just opens up. I'm just going to push this. All right? You know. I'm going to try and break open this way and get rid of this doubled pawn. So, I'm way low on time. I've not played this out that greatly, but I don't mind my position, like, really that much. I just got to move quick now. F5's looking pretty good because it hits the rook, and it attacks this, pinned pawn, which, as a matter of fact, this pawn would be triple attacked by the pawn, the bishop, and the rook. So that looks quite good. It also hits the rook in the process, as I just said. Okay, what is that really threatening? Like, I guess if we push, check, have to take, he takes back, we take. I mean, I don't see really. Yeah, sure, we are trading away our bishop, but I don't see anything. I think that's pretty good for us. Because at the end of the day, sure, we are trading away our light squared bishop for a knight, but I mean, it's even material. We get rid of our doubled pawn, and his king is now so exposed. Alright, I can take here. Ooh, wait, what about take, check? Now, just take here. We are inviting this. Alright, check here, right? Am I blundering anything? I don't think so. Ooh, okay, we're winning. We're up a pawn. Have the bishop here. Yeah, there's no chance we're not winning right now. Unless he has an immediate, like, tactic. Also hitting the rook, too. That's huge. Rook to e2 is likely. Ooh, what do we do? Shoot. I think we go here. No. My bad. We go here, take. Let's go here. Now the knight is going to hang. Probably see knight check if we come up and be aggressive. Knight's forced back, and now we can maybe get, like, I don't know. I want to get my bishop on this diagonal, but the knight is covering and my pawn is blocking, so it's kind of annoying. So, what do we want to do? We're low on time. We really are. If he goes knight here, do we... he's hitting this. If we go here... Special... Oh, we did invite this. Crap, that kind of stinks. Yeah, I don't like that. Why did we let him get rook e2? That was... Oh, no, wait. Can we... No, we can't play that. Shoot. Yeah, he's gonna win the pawn. Maybe we can just play rook... not rook here. I mean bishop here. Wait, let's play rook here. Looking to, get a discovered check. Alright. I'll just throw in some checks, because why the heck not? I hope I can maybe scrape out something here with my bishop here. Oh, shoot, we blundered my bishop. Oh, no. Alright, yeah, this is probably... If he finds it, this is probably game over. Ah, man. Oh, we missed it. I know I don't know how I'm playing this, but I'm just gonna try as hard as I can to, yeah, this... Okay, yeah, I don't know what I don't know what to play. I'm so low on time. Let's try. Well, at least we were winning, you know. So I mean, I'm not totally annoyed, but again, time got the best of us. But you know, we at least did a good job of, you know, getting rid of our weaknesses. We even went up a pawn there. You know, we were totally winning, but you know, game's not even over too. All right, let's try and just do whatever we can. Shoot. Yeah. Oh man, dude. He missed my hung bishop earlier. Hopefully he'll miss it again. He missed two. Oh wow. That was very wow. All right, he just absolutely spanked me with that checkmate. More interesting. Anyways, let's hop and do the review. Um I mean, not much analysis needed here, all basic stuff. Um Yep. So queen here was a mistake. I mean, an inaccuracy. Yeah, I mean, just immediately we can kick away the bishop. That makes a lot of sense. Um, yep, takes, and then kicking away. So these doubled pawns, I don't know if you can see the engine, but black is only at 0.2. So these doubled pawns aren't even a problem. It's probably our bishop pair that makes up for it, to be honest. So from here, going for c5, c4 was a good idea. Takes, bishop back. I mean, that was the only good move. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was kind of, yeah. Oh, so pushing this pawn was better. I mean, yeah, I found it later, but it's better for, it accomplishes the exact same thing and it hits the rook. So yeah, that's a lot better. A lot of misses. That was an inaccuracy. I mean, just playing aggressive here. He pushes, and I guess we win the pawn. Interesting. We take. Yeah, we're up a pawn. I mean, we're up 1.2 on the engine. So, I mean, we're winning this. Yeah, that letting him get that was bad. He missed. How was that a blunder? Hold up. Why can't... Oh, yeah. He just wins the pawn back. Alright, so... And then here, I mean, I just tried to throw in a bunch of checks. I blundered my bishop, but he missed. And now here... Well, after this... Yeah, that was bad, because I can't take, because then he gets to this check. Picking up everything. And then, he got that very nice checkmate. Yeah, that was pretty nice checkmate. Credit to him. The, like a nightmare sort of checkmate. I mean, the rooks are all coming in, the knights. Next time, I think I'll do 15-10 games, so I have a little bit more time to think, so... that's something to work on, getting better on time for sure. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.